Now, Roundball Wrap on Newswatch 12.
Welcome back. We're in the second half of the Roundball Wrap season. The quality of play getting better, which really makes the quality of this show better. Thanks for joining us. I'm Cameron Derby.
And I'm Josh Shelton. And of course, when we hit the second half of the season, it means it's time to start thinking postseason. The culmination week quickly approaching, faster than you may realize.
Yeah, but now we're starting to see who these teams really are. They're gaining their identities. The Crater boys, they have an identity. His name is Hunter Chubb. Crater and Eagle Point in Central Point. Hunter Chubb throwing down in warm-up sessions. Eagles ready to rock. This thing went back and forth like a tennis ball. Floater alert, Brennan Neat. That is super neat. Eagles up 2-0.
When he isn't dunking, he's shooting. Hunter Chubb from beyond the arc, smooth like a hot knife through butter, calm, cool, collected. But Chubb is not the only one shooting the house down. Alex Smith, no relation to the quarterback. If no one is going to guard him, why not? Eagles up by 3.
It's raining threes in the Crater gym. Ball popping around the outside, and Colton Vrains. Yes, sir. Vrains had 11 points tonight. It was all tied up at halftime, but Crater gets back to itself and pulls away by halftime, 41-40, the final. Right before that, the girls' game, also Eagle Point and Crater. Crater looking to build that conference schedule up. Only one loss on the year to this point. Early on, Crater working the post. Mackenzie Hirsch steps through, draws the contact, and gets the bucket. 5-0 Crater.
Everyone else saying mask off, but Kaylee Gugliotta says mask on. She hits it from 3. Crater on an 8-0 run to start the game. Second half, huge Crater lead, but Eagle Point still trying to claw their way back. Jocelyn Hannon, if the student section were there, she could chant, "She's a freshman."
Speaking of freshmen, this girl, Abigail Winslow, can flat out ball. She gets the one off the fast break here, the and one, I should say. Crater adding insult to injury. Crater dominates the Eagles for a second time this season. The Comets now 8-1 on the year.
Over at North Medford, the Black Tornado hosting Roseburg High School. Jaden Gallery drives, gets the bucket to fall. A low-scoring game, but it was close throughout the entire contest. The Indians coming the other way, and then they're going to get some good ball movement and good motion, which allows Micaiah McClatcher to get open under the basket. Uncontested layup makes it 4-3 Roseburg.
Allie Stevens on a fast break for North Medford. Too fast to get caught, so it's an easy 2 for the Black Tornadoes. Second quarter, ball moved to Amy Carpenter along the post. She backs down her defenders, spins and shoots. It's good. 4-point game.
It's a little give and go action for North. Ends up back with Stevens, and she puts it away. North Medford picks up the season sweep of Roseburg with a win tonight. Third dub of the season, 28-22 the final. The boys were up in Roseburg, and what a win it was for the Black Tornadoes. 69-68, the final gets them the W and more. North is now tied for the lead in the Southwest with rival South Medford.
A tight race in the Southwest Conference for the boys. We'll talk more about that later tonight, but we've got more highlights to get to.
Less talk and more hooping. Let's head up I-5 to Rogue River for a little rivalry showdown. Senior night at Rogue River High School. 4 seniors were honored before their final Friday night basketball game. Fast break for the Chieftains, and Caden Tagnani with the sweet reverse layup. Little spice on senior night from the senior.
Final seconds of the first half, Axel Ramos doesn't go, trying to get the ball outside. Karsten Hartman recovers and heaves it at the buzzer, and he beats the buzzer. They take a 1-point lead into the half.
So the second half, Raiders again. Hartman again. Wide open 3-ball from the Lost River senior. Raiders momentum building.
Some good ball movement here from Rogue River. Ends up with Sam Hagg. Toes on the line, so it's a long range 2. Lost River comes away with this one on top in the Rogue River rivalry. Right after that game wrapped up, it was the girls' turn to duke it out on the hardwood. Lost River got the scoring started in a back and forth game. Grace McCollum with the textbook jump stop, easy buckets, and the Raiders lead early.
Erica Hansen sees your jump stop and raises you a jump stop triple. Nothing but net to put the Chiefs up 5-2 in the first. Neck and neck are the 2 River schools throughout the first quarter. Bounce pass inside finds Valerie O'Neill. Shot bounces on the rim a few times before deciding to fall in. Raiders back out in front, but again, here comes Rogue River. Long pass to Michaela Moore, and she does a little Larry Bird impression with the drive, puts it off the glass and in.
Thursday action, Phoenix hosting Mazama. Look out for that whip around. Yo ho, a Pirate's life for Alex Osorio. Not enough though, he needs more. Brosterhouse overcommits, elbow jumper, over 2. All the Vikings in the way, but it doesn't stop him.
Steven Luna back on the attack with that in and out move. Beautiful take to the hoop right in front of that Phoenix pep band. Moments later, pump fake, gotcha. Daniel Yancey with plenty of time for that 3-bomb.
Phoenix, as always, staying scrappy. It's still a very young team, but Mazama pulls away, gets a 22-point win in Phoenix. Good trip for the Vikings from the Basin. More Thursday ball, undefeated Cascade Christian hosting Brookings Harbor senior night for the Challengers. I'm not crying, you're crying. But the coast is here on a business trip. Brad Russell has the big man moves. He's got him in the painted area. What up, Kareem?
Morgan Law going to work through 3 points, beats 2 points any day of the week, but Law had 30 in this one. Couldn't miss from anywhere. But there are other ways to get 3 points. Sometimes a nice crossover and finish through contact can get that job done. Cascade Christian stays on its dominating run and moves to 9-0 on the season. Could another state title be on its way to Medford?
Recap time. Welcome back into the wrap. We can't wrap this week up without wrapping up what happened with the North Medford South Medford rivalry this week. I got a front row seat, and that was a good one on Wednesday night.
Another overtime game for North and South. There were plenty of people there, and it felt like the rivalry that it is. The Panthers had control of this one throughout. They showed why they were the final undefeated team left in the state. South hung on to about a 5 to 7 point lead for most of the game. This team showed how together it is, and because both North and South are really good at the same time, again, the rivalry felt that much more heated.
Just huge to always play your rival and to have two good basketball teams like they are and we are, and to play each other neck and neck on each other's floor, and we're just happy that we got the one here. They got the one over there, and a huge battle as well. So it's just it's a special rivalry, and that's when you get two good teams like this, it's a bummer we couldn't have a full house.
And while South showed how much it can control a game, North Medford showed a bit of a different trait.
North showed, 1, how clutch it is, and 2, how resilient it is. North Medford would just not go away. Like we said, it was around a 5-point game for the whole thing. North did what it had to do just to hang in there. And then when push came to shove, my goodness, junior Trey Neff went off. He had 27 in the game, but most of it came in the fourth and overtime. This game had the tension that any North and South game has. Scott Plankenhorn got a technical foul in the second quarter where it looked like the game was going to get away, but senior Landon Ellis, fighting through a twisted ankle, kept the Tornado hanging in.
Constantly talk about staying in the game, and of course when I got the technicals it wasn't good, and I just looked at Landon and said, it's your game, man. I'm going to be here, but it's time for you to dictate the game and just take over and do whatever you got to do. You know how we like to play, and he did a great job of just leading us for the last 28 minutes.
So North got the win, and now take a look at this. It's been a while since we've seen this. South and North Medford are tied for first place in the Southwest Conference. Right now, North has a better overall record with those 10 wins. Make sure to stick with us throughout the week. We're going to check in again next week. Another week has passed, and we've got another winner for the play of the week.
And it was another dominating win. Last week's top play earned over 60% of the final vote tally. If you have any water bottles next to you, get ready to smash them together, because the play of the week came from Stone Cold Bella Stone. The steal, the finish, the excitement. Doing it in a big game, no less, too. This was the Panthers' matchup with West Lynn, and what ended up being South Medford's 6th win of the season. Bella Stone's first play of the week win, though. Final 2 minutes of this week's Roundball wrap has arrived, and that means it's time to meet this week's top play nominees.
Just like every week, the student athletes of Southern Oregon made life really difficult when it came to picking the best 4. So many great moments to choose from. Here are the best of the best from this week. Let's start with Trey Neff. North down by 3, tie game now. This was with 5 seconds left in the game. Look at it one more time. Trey Neff in the clutch. North Medford would go on to win in overtime thanks to Trey Neff and Landon Ellis' big-time shot.
If you saw this earlier in the show, you probably already knew it was coming. Lost River, Rogue River, final seconds of the half. Karsten Hartman, yes sir, all his momentum is going away from the basket and still cashes it in. Hartman will be hoping to cash in as the Play of the Week winner. No cash prize though, just bragging rights.
Morgan Law playing for Cascade Christian. Pure shooter, spectacular finisher. Count the basket with the contact. Take another look at it. Skilly B-Rock, We Rock, Scooby-Doo, and guess what, Cascade Christian? Morgan Law loves you. Vote Morgan Law for president on Twitter after the show.
Or just Play of the Week. The Crater girls are still the reigning Play of the Year winners, by the way. The freshman Abigail Winslow flat out bawling. Here, she stayed super calm during a fast break, then got the bucket to go through the paint, through the contact. Upperclassmen beware, y'all have been put on Winslow watch. She can add to this win to her already impressive resume. Thanks for joining us for the Roundball Wrap. I'm off next week, so it's an all-Cameron Derby show for you next Friday.
Yeah, viewers beware.
Yes.
No 6 o'clock tomorrow night. We have NBA playoffs instead, the Utah Jazz and the Clippers, Utah leading 2-0, but you're doing the 11 o'clock show. Probably got some good stuff for the people.
Good stuff. We'll have some Medford Mustangs baseball, getting the Legion ball back on. It'll be a lot of fun tomorrow. A lot of stuff to watch because you got to all cram it into the 11 o'clock show. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you next week on the Roundball Wrap.